All right.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, have we got Chris in camera? Because he's the man.
I do. I have him and Pure Flavor in the back.
Let's do this. So,
Yeah.
I was really intrigued by us catching up last year in Florida because you guys gave us a whiz pop bang tour of everything that you were doing. A year on, I see so much positivity coming out of mainly the social media. I love the way your eyes are rolling in I think pleasure. So come on, where are you now a year on from last year?
A year later, we're bigger, better, stronger, faster. I think if you look at the innovation pipeline, we continue to bring new products to market that retailers are looking for. A year ago when we spoke in Orlando, we talked about our brand new Alona Canary Melon. Fast forward 12 months later, we're into a brand new, French type, a Charente type. That's the melon side. So we've expanded our melon category into 3 greenhouse grown melons. It's a first in North America. There is no one else in the space has come to market with a commercial variety that has staying power. It can go at scale. Then you look at something like this, a brand new tomato. Something as simple as a tomato can draw inspiration and interest.
Yeah.
This is a cosmic colored type, tropically sweet and juicy variety that, is gonna wow somebody. It's your charcuterie board hero. But when you look at retail, customers don't want red and round and sweet. That's boring. That's so passé. Today, consumers have a different look about what's going to make their family happy, and I think COVID changed the perception of that. Consumers started to reevaluate what was important to them. Whether that came down to product assortment, packaging, or just in general the health aspect. So when you look at something like Tiki, which is really kind of out of this world, but it's all about the brand and messaging behind it, and it's an award winner.
So just help me one thing. Did the retailers come to you to say invent this, or did you invent this and go to the retailers?
Both, because our partner. It's always a partnership.
Is it? Okay.
It has to be.
Right. Okay.
We're constantly asked for new and innovative items. It was the melons. It's the tomato. We're now back into lettuce. We're talking about berries. It's all about the CEA. We're the OG. We're greenhouse grown. It's been around for decades. So when you start looking about that value proposition, retailers are becoming much more savvy in saying, what can you bring to us that's interesting? We're looking for something that is affordable, can be grown at scale, and available year round. This is our tomato segment. This is our cucumber segment. This is our pepper segment. We're going to say, well, hold on a second. Melons. We got something for you, melons. There are issues in the marketplace when you start thinking about how do melons become available. As a field-grown product, they have a seasonality aspect to it. Now, as a greenhouse-grown product, grown vertically indoors, and is such a strong, sustainable message that, hey, we can deliver this when others cannot, certainly in season. Our season for melon is typically August, September through March, April, to not compete against the field-grown product, which is typically April through September. So we're meeting that kind of peak and valley conversation, but retailers are why we exist. So we work very closely with them hand in hand to figure out what items do they need for their customers. At the same time, concurrently, we're going to the consumers and pushing them into retail, saying go to retailer XYZ and look for the Tiki Tomato or the Orane or the Cloud9, wherever it may be. So it's definitely a partnership.
So you as a business, are you unique in doing that, having that collaboration, that partnership, that investigation of the consumer?
No, I don't think we're unique. I think we just have a different way of looking at it. Right. I think the business as a whole is growing rampantly, but the way that we approach the opportunity is a little bit different. We don't look at it just as a product. We look at it as a vertically integrated company that comes with every aspect of a relationship. That's the R&D side, it's the marketing communication side, it's the messaging, and then it's the sell-through at retail. What are we going to do to promote this? In-store and then out-of-store. We use geofencing and a wide variety of opportunities and tactics to our omni-channel strategy. I know I'm preaching to the choir and talking to you about this, but when we look at the opportunity to connect the consumer to the retailer, it has to be more than just the package. Great packaging on track, it's the value of the product inside. But how are consumers supposed to know about that? So we'll use content in that geofenced area to seed the idea of where to find XYZ product.
Okay, but just majoring, it's not a but, majoring on you, because you don't come from a fresh produce background. And I remember talking to you before about this on a previous broadcast, that you were excited about the sector because you could see so much potential with the learnings that you had that you could bring in to perhaps not an overly sophisticated sector and do what you and your colleagues are now doing.
We have to, I think, because
absolutely.
I see it as an SOS. It's kind of a sea of sameness. So we have to differentiate. People say to us, "Oh, you're just another greenhouse company." So actually, no, we're no longer a vegetable company. And they kind of look at me cockeyed. So what do you mean? I said, well, we're actually a lifestyle company that grows greenhouse fruits and vegetables to fuel healthy lives.
Yep.
So all the content we create outside of that fuels the message. Yep. So consumers want to know, how does this impact my life? How does it impact my child's lunch? How does it impact my breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack, all these eating occasions?
Yep.
So we have to make sure we're serving content that's relevant to them. Yep. If you're not relevant, you're not going to resonate.
Yep. Yep. Well done. To wrap up, what excites you about the future? What keeps you awake at night? What excites you? What worries you about this sector?
What keeps you up at night is that we're no longer relevant. And that's
explain.
Because if you're not relevant in the conversation, you're just another pig with lipstick. You're a commodity.
Yeah.
You might as well be making widgets and such. Yeah. The moment that you can create something different and unique, that's when you create a very strong value proposition. I've always had this thought of the need to be revolutionary. You have to go beyond the bun. You have to provide something others cannot. So it does keep me up, because I think that if we're just going to maintain status quo, then we're just like the next person next door. And I think the stuff that we bring to market, product-wise, brand-wise, message-wise, and certainly what our team does as a whole, is that key differentiator to grow the brand. And we've experienced significant and tremendous growth in the last 10 months. We've purchased three competitors. We're looking about what's next, bringing products into market like lettuce and berries and all these different things. It's key to us to move forward, to look at the 10,000 foot level. Don't just look at any notes, you've got to look further out. And I think that's what differentiates us.
Yeah. Well done. There's a lot of people that wanted me to catch up with you because they liked the installment last year. They're going to love this installment. I'm really looking forward to next year's installment as well, to see where the journey of you and your colleagues is going. In the meantime, I'm going to put these in my suitcase and take them back to Europe, if that's okay.
Good to see you, Max.